In the game, he actually ran the out route, and I figured it'd be that out route, so I tried to play heavy on him. And knowing I had over the top help, slip him on the turn, I was right there.
About the return.
Should have scored. Should have scored. Should have made that jump over and scored.
That was a big play in the game because they were driving on you.
They were a good team. My hats off to them. Offensively, they definitely posed some challenges to us in the pass game. I don't know if I've ever seen a pass game like that in the league other than Purdue back in the day. Old Big Ten Westers.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
Jemari, can you speak to the depth? We saw Cone entering out there in prime position. Zach Lutmer played a lot more. Master. TJ Hall came off the bench to replace Deshaun Lee at one point. I mean, can you speak to the depth that's been kind of simmering behind you guys?
Yeah, those young guys have been able to get in the game earlier in the season. I think they just continuously getting better. Actually, I just told them, I feel as though we're getting better every day. We're getting close to where we need to be, but we're going to continue to try to be perfect as possible. You know, we can't get there. We're going to try to be as perfect as possible. Just continue to come into the building every day with that growth mindset and keep pushing.
Lutmer in particular, like, kind of has gotten on the field more this last couple of weeks, especially today. What was kind of the adjustment there to get him out there?
He's a playmaker. He's a natural playmaker. He made some great plays this year in camp.
Okay.
I think just getting him out there is great because now you get a feel for the game. Now they get to practice faster and harder. And now that you practice them faster and harder, it's going to be easier when the game time comes. So he's overall, he's going to be a great player. They all are going to be great players. Coach Parker's.
Can you talk about what Coach Ferentz means to you? And you've really stuck it out here when you feel
It's hard to put into words how Coach Ferentz is to me. I almost see him as a step-grandfather. I think he was, I talked to him a lot earlier in my career. And I came, in my career, I started off kind of slow. You know, he was on me a lot, and very hard. And I think just breaking down our relationship like he did and rebuilding it back up for 6 years, you know, I know he's someone I can go talk to whenever he pick up the phone. It's so much I can go on and on about Coach Ferentz and what he means to countless of individuals throughout the world, and throughout the country, throughout the world probably. I can't even imagine how many players whose lives he's touched, and that's the man he is. And he's just, he's the greatest. He's the greatest. He helped me become a man. What I set out to do here at Iowa, I feel as though I've done, and I'm going to continue to do. That's from go from a boy to a man and taking care of my loved ones. And he's a living example of that. And I feel as though that's why Iowa football is, because it all starts with him, the head, and it trickles down.
Throughout your time, there's been a lot of adversity in the program, one form or another. How have you seen him kind of handle those kind of ups and downs?
When you're lucky enough to be here as long as I am, you realize that he's great because he's consistent at what he does. Day in and day out, no matter the situation, he's going to be the same person and he's going to coach the same things. And when things can feel like they're going astray, I feel like he's best at bringing everyone back in and bringing us back down to the basics of the game and to the basics of off the field, on the field, and ultimately lift us up and finish strong.
Is that consistency why this program has enjoyed so much success?
That consistency, along with great coaches, great coaching staff, and great players, and we just surrounded by great people throughout the building. And I believe that's why, because it's how they recruit. They recruit all similar guys, high character individuals who have a chip on their shoulder. You know, 2-star, 3-star recruits. I think I was like a 2, 3-star recruit, and they build them up and develop them. And it's honestly amazing what they do here. And I know looking back on it in years, luckily enough for me, I'm 6 years, so I actually get to realize this, you know, because I think I'm probably the oldest DB Coach Parker had, you know, so hopefully I've learned something in those 6 years. And I know I definitely did because I'm around a great group of guys.
How long did it take for Kirk to start crying?
Not long. Not long. But I mean, shoot, I cry every time we step out on that field. So it's just his passion and love for the game for us, you know. I don't know.
What's Coach Parker mean to you?
The world, you know, he has a different approach than Coach Ferentz. But yeah, I can go on and on about Coach Parker too. He's someone who similar to Coach Ferentz, who I was going to when I was younger. He was on me hard when I was younger. He's still on me hard today. I'm a little older, so sometimes you go a little back and forth, but at the end of the day, we know it's because we both have a strong love, and we both sacrifice so much for this game that sometimes our emotions take over, and we're similar in that way. And I remember when I was younger, he was like, "Do you see it? Do you see it?" And now that I'm in my 6th year, I see it. Yeah, I see it, Coach. And he's honestly probably one of the best football minds, the best football mind I've been around. And, you know, I was trying to just be a sponge when I'm around him, and going to enjoy these last couple of weeks we got together, and trying to leave out on top.